Hey everyone, as you can see I just rank 1'd the Core of Unknown Origin. It was a test attempt, I didn't know this would actually work, but it works. So I am thereby re-recording this, or recording my re-clear of rank 1. All modifiers, this is the team. I'm super excited about this because we are not using a tank. This run works completely as is. We have Kaito, our dummy, who is going to die consistently. And that's it. I truly believe the boss will get fixed at some point, and my clear might not be as reflective of the actual boss that is going to be either Monday when Gumi gets back to the office, or at the very latest on Thursday during maintenance. That's at least when I believe they will fix the boss. But as of right now, this is how it's done. And yeah, let's get right to it. So I will explain why this works in while we go, basically. So what the boss does is, or the boss's actual mechanic is that you drain its MP, because the boss has a very low MP pool. And if you drain it, the boss can't do his death attack. As of right now, the boss is bugged and he will always use the death attack no matter how much MP he has. It is always happening. Meaning we have one unit, in that case Kaito, who gets the death attack targeted onto him. And he will always re-raise, he will always come back. And all he will be doing is providing some morale, breaks, imperils, and most importantly, remove the boss's buffs. That's all he's gonna do. Because the right-hand side of the units, Shizuru, Esther, and Sky, those are the ones that will cap this fight for us. And they will cap this very, very conveniently. So Krasnik is going to Stimulant. We'll have Sylvie cast Gravelak, Elemental Vines, and Elemental Petals. Okay, Kaito is going to Crashing and double Stabilizing for more morale, as is apparent. Chizuru is going to Strong Samurai Spirit, which is another 750 morale. She will Eastern Winds for the Katana Imperil, and Breezy Barrier for a strong resistance buff, even though we don't really need any resistance buff. I made a small mistake with Sky, but let's hope it doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. I should have LB'd with Sky earlier, but whatever. And we'll do Esther's preparation stuff right away. So let's hope we have a few drops on Sky. We have exactly 0. Oh well. It shouldn't matter. So there's the death attack. It doesn't matter. Sylvie's going to provoke all the other hits now. And because she's full evasion too, as is everybody on the team, she's not going to take a single hit from this. And instead, here's a seizure warning. Here she goes. Oof, I can't look at this too much. Holy. So the boss, as you can see, gained a lot of morale, but we are counter-moraling this like crazy, as you can see. Okay, so on the next turn, we are in a tight spot because the boss has accuracy and it does some guaranteed hit attacks, which we need to kind of, well, not evade, but we need to mitigate those. So what we're going to do is focused strength for 5 evasion stacks. We're going to focused body, which is a physical damage reduction, 85%, which is very good for Sylvie in particular. And the last one is actually up to us. Let me see, does any of the other abilities do something? I don't think it does. Eastern Winds isn't important right now. So the answer is no, so we're gonna do Staunch Samurai to fill some LH for Sky. Hoping that I can fill this up by the end of the turn. Let's do triple destabilizing. There isn't anything else yet. Sylvie on this turn is going to Compassionate. And Elemental and Petals again for more morale fill. And Kresnik keeps on stimulanting. Okay, so let's hope for a few LB crystal drops on Sky. Okay, that's good. We got one more, I believe. No, we didn't, but that's fine. So here it goes again. Kaito dies. Now Kaito dies again, because he doesn't have that huge mitigation that Sylvie has. And as you can see, Sylvie is so bulky, she does not care one bit about those hits. Or these hits. And here we go, re-race party yet again. Okay, because we are bursting on turn 5, we will now start to prepare for that. So, Chizuru is going to Spring Wind Blade. Sylvie is going to shift. And she's going to, let's see, beat an insect on... Actually, it does not really matter. But we're going to do this on Sky. We're going to do Marian's Blessing Earth. And I'm going to fill LB gauge a little bit. Esther on this turn is just going to triple bolting Slice. Kresnik is still keeping on with morale. Tide Pod Bringer Kaito is going to triple. We do have Deadly Stream now, that's the 90% break. So let's do the 90% break. All weapon in peril as well as destabilizing for more morale. Yeah, let's do this first. I need one more. Please give me that one more on Sky. Thank the Lords. We got that first stack on Sky. That was a little bit too wonky for my liking, but it's fine. So here he goes again, which is fine. Sky getting drained isn't an issue. Kaito takes a few more hits, which is mildly annoying, but he should die any second. Please die. Thank you. And here are a couple more hits onto Sylvie. And she did not counter. Sylvie not countering is really annoying on this turn. It messes up my morale gain. And especially, I believe Sky cannot cast Tyvis' Spirit now. I think we can fix this still. So let's re-raise Kaito. Restore MP. And Medicinal. Is there anything Kaito should have done on this turn? Let me think. No, he would have just done the usual. I really hope the boss doesn't gain his stuff back. That's so unlucky though. Anyway, gonna triple Burgeoning Defense, Elemental, and Petal. I can't believe Sky doesn't have enough mana for this. Okay, so actually you would have used Tyvis' Spirit, but as the parent, I can't in this case. And not Sylvie, but Chizuru can't autocast this. Oh well. So let's see. Do we need the extra morale gain from this? I mean, it would help, honestly. Esther doesn't have any... I can't shift Esther anyway, so... So Esther has to do this. And the question is, do I want a 140 in peril? Or do I want higher? I think higher morale yields more damage in this case. $194, yeah. It's so annoying that Sky doesn't have Tyve as a spirit now. Screw you, Sylvie, for not countering. Okay. And all of a sudden, Sky has enough MP again. So does... Okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, great. Great. So Sky limits without Tyve as a spirit though, which is kind of disappointing, but I guess. So Kaito is going to Great Assault Wave. We still have all the debuffs up. They last long enough too, which is all fine. We'll have Sylvie shift to do her limit burst. We are going to do these buffs. And Kresnik is going to Medicinal Mastery. We're going to need this. And then the last ones are up to you, I guess. Alright, so the way we're going to do this is we start with Kaito and Esther, send in Chizuru, and then Sky. And last time I did 3.2 billion, but Sky had Time as a Spirit. 3.5 billion. Okay, dude. So here is the threshold. So even without Time as a Spirit, Sky heavily overcapped. Kind of funny. Okay. So Kaito on this turn, the boss has quite a few buffs, so to say. Right? Quite a lot even. And what we want to do here is we want to remove it all. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna do not crashing. Well, it doesn't matter honestly, but we're gonna do undulating, unpredictable, which gets rid of everything. And we're gonna do... I don't need stabilizing, so yeah, that's crashing, I guess. So let's get rid of the buffs here. Sylvie is going to re-imbue us with Earth. We are going to beat an insect onto Sky again. And we will Clever Paladin Strike to guaranteed fill Sky's LB gauge. We are also going to 400% attack buff. And Chizuru is going to Insect Pulverizer, while Esther is going to Bolting Slice twice. And Kresnik is just going to Medicinal, Remedy, and Antioxidant. Now this won't kill the boss, but we'll get closer to it. So let's go. Oh yeah, looks good to me. Alright, so the boss is going to kill Kaito yet again. The party is going to take a few hits, but we should be fine. And there we go. Ooh, Sylvie. But Sylvie is so bulky, it does not matter one bit. Sky dying there is kind of annoying, honestly. But then again, it's kind of whatever too. Okay, so we can rebuff, attack. We can, let's see, insect pulverizer, and we can also beast pulverize on this turn, meaning Esther has all the buffs needed for her limit burst. Sky's base form limit burst is also EN type, meaning that works out. Well, technically it should be EN type. And we'll do medicinal, antioxidant, and this one. I forgot the name. Sylvie is not doubling, tripling. Gravel basket to reimbue Sky. And let's see. Kaito. The boss should have his buffs back. Yeah, it does. Which is okay for me. Let's shift Kaito first. And he's going to just triple deadly stream. Or actually I should be still good on all the debuffs, right? Yeah, definitely. Defense buff should be 3 turns. Yep. Okay, defense debuff, sorry. So Gravelak. And Clever Paladin Strike to fill Kaito. Is that the play? Let's do it this way. Gravelak, I've got your back. And morale fill. Yeah, that's more like it. And just so it chains, actually chains with Chizuru, I will do the base form limit burst. Okay, so here we go. Where's my 4, 5, 6 macro? There it is. Took me long enough. Let's do this or not. %, of course. Oh well, it should be fine though. Yeah, this is a safe turn. Where nothing happens, Kaito will of course die. Sooner than later. Or not. Which is also fine for me. Alright, we're done. The boss is now dead. Insect Buster. Esther is just going to triple. Sky is going to limit. And that closes out this fight. And just to overkill it real bad, I will do Beaten Insect on Sky. Actually, I don't even need to. Oh, I have to. So let's not prolong it anymore. Beaten Insect and double Clever Paladin Strike. And let's send in the 3 of them. And this closes the fight. And there it is. Perfect score, rank 1, Clash of Wills. No tank, no Wilk, but it uses Chizuru. So the only downside is actually that you really need Kaito and Sylvie for this. These units, they are absolutely essential to this clear. If you're missing one of the two, yeah, there it is, this time for sure. And, well, everybody did very much the same damage, to be honest. Chizuru, please keep in mind, she only had one burst phase, whereas Esther and Sky had technically two. So, yeah. Sky, I mean, she's the best girl anyway. So there it is, rank 1. Let's check out the Pearl. I guess I will end up with 4 tickets anyway. So let's check out the team's gearing. Let's activate all modifiers. So Kaito, as you've seen, he was full evasion and he was wearing a wind weapon. The wind weapon is very important because you need to hit the boss with wind at least each other turn, so the defense and spirit buff of the boss dissipates. I just hit him with wind every single turn. That makes things rather easy because Kaito's damage at the end of the day, it does not matter one bit. Otherwise, he's geared for full passive provoke with double Moogle charm and full evasion. Now, as you can see, I still have him on some resistances. The resistances do not matter one bit. You need exactly 0 resistances on this boss. I don't know why that is, but for now, that works. And yeah, he is technically on Knights of Grandchild card, but you don't need this. Brave Shift, identical gearing. Sylvie is dual wielding. Now, there is a reason why I'm dual wielding Sylvie, and that is her vision card. If you equip her vision card and dual wield the unit, the morale portion of that vision card, which is sisterly bonds, actually procs twice. You saw the value 175 proccing twice per turn on Sylvie, as well as Kresnik, as well as Chizuru. And that is crazy. It's a super high morale gain. And yeah, it just makes this whole fight a lot easier. So this is her. She's passive provoking via the diadem. She has Blizzard Orb for counters and lots of bulk. As you can see, even though the bulk doesn't end up, I mean, she only has 3,500 defense, which isn't much because we're not true single wielding, which is, yeah, kind of annoying that she has true single wield, but so be it. It didn't end up mattering at all, so that's kind of funny. And yeah, Brave Shift, identical gearing, no difference. And she too is full evading. Kresnik, Conductor's Baton, full evasion as well. Even has one empty spot for a materia. I should have done Philosopher's Stone, but Philosopher's Stone isn't necessary. If you don't have it, as you can see, it doesn't matter. So if you don't have it, just leave it out. But I have a second Sylvie card because it's just really good. Brave Shift has full evasion in this build. Gilbana Lilies for some morale gain. But that's about it. Also full evasion. Chizuru. So, full evasion, dual wielding, lots of static stuff, Wilk's card, and this is the Brave Shift, which is geared for full DPS, 10.3k attack, pretty good, but not as good as Sky, even though she didn't have Typhus the Spirit. So Sky could have done a lot more damage, but as it stands out, I was kind of unlucky, so be it. But yeah, this is it. You don't need Mother's Return. I actually could have just went with GF extension, but she has 300 insects, 300 bees, 300 LB. Only 80% evasion. That is a mistake. You don't want 80% evasion. So I was really lucky on this clear. Please make sure to have her at 100% evasion, or else you might end up having a dead Chizuru at some point, if you're unlucky. Okay, next up, Esther. Esther, even though she only has 7.9k attack, she dealt almost as much as Chizuru or Sky for that matter. So that's pretty strong considering that she actually had only 1.5 burst phases, but still really, really good. So this is her gear. She also has full evasion, only 250 insect killer, and only 225 beast killer. So I could have geared her for more, technically speaking. But yeah, considering that she isn't even capped on killers, her damage contribution is actually surprisingly high. I did not expect this. Brave Shift technically geared, but you don't need to gear it. We're not using her tanking form at all. And then Sky, her base form, built for LB Phil, and Tie with the Spirit, but I didn't end up using it, so if you don't have Tie with the Spirit, well, there it is, you don't need it. Knights of Grandchild card, and the Brave Shift, she's on Harukaze, which is Chizuru's STMR. And yeah, Tiger's Mask for some more killers, which she doesn't need because she innately caps killers with just Behemoth and her intrinsic, but I used this for bulk, which she also did not end up needing, so I could have done away with this. And I also didn't need Nomad's headgear, so I could have used her own STMR in that regard and used more DPS that way, but I mean, whatever. Also some more LB fill rate and 100% evasion with 300% killers as well as LB damage. And that is it. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tankless clear with just pure brute force. I love these clears. And yeah, that's it for me for today. Tomorrow we're doing the Chizuru review and potentially also the Morgana legendary clear, which is also going to be a no tank brute force clear. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.